welcome. My name is Clemens Langbauer. I'm senior scientist at the Montana University in Leoben in Austria and the chair of petroleum and geothermal energy recovery. So my job is split into two parts. I'm responsible on the one hand for teaching, for organization together with Alexander Kolchin, the double degree program, fixing lectures, discussing the curriculum, and on the other hand I'm responsible for doing research, especially in artificial lift and geothermal energy recovery. I have been several times here in UFA already. So last year in spring I had a lecture called Oil and Gas Production Principles Practically. This is a course for the double degree program to give the students that are coming to Austria a basic knowledge and foundation for future lectures. This year I'm teaching feasibility study and project management, as this is a very important subject for the future, because projects are going to be bigger and bigger and there needs to be a strategic plan how to reach the targets of the project, meaning costs and time, in a very effective manner. My research is about mostly about artificial lift systems and, as I mentioned before, geothermal energy recovery. Therefore, I have started to build a lab at my home university. It's in a 10-meter deep shaft, so it's about testing artificial lift systems, sucker rod pumps, ESP pumps, and wire ropes. We would like to improve these systems, and before we go into the field, because field testing is very expensive, we are testing these techniques in the lab. We also have connections to a lot of companies, and they are always, because they have invested in the facility as well, and they are always coming and with their problems, and we try to help them and to solve these problems.
So you can test your research in the field?
Yes. So we start, we have an idea, for instance, or our industry partner has ideas. Then we are doing lab tests. It's a big scale lab test, so we can install a real ESP. So it's not a model, but it's the real size. And then after successful testing, we can go into the field. I like it very much here. Everybody is very, very friendly. I like my colleagues here. I like the students. The students are very, very interested and they are very polite. So last year, for instance, students invited me to visit the center of the city by bicycle. This was very interesting. There will be a change in the future, a slight change, because we have changed the name, because according to the situations into green energy, it's becoming more and more important to have some topics that are related to renewable energy recovery. So we will discuss energy storage facilities, for instance, not just oil and gas, but also for other energy types, like hydrogen, for instance.
And is renewable energy sources popular in Austria?
Yes, it's very popular in the European Union, because you know that, for instance, Germany would like to get out of nuclear power plants out of coal-fired power plants, so they are investing a huge amount of money into renewable energy sources. But of course we know that there is no way to not using any hydrocarbons in the future, so I'm sure that in the year 2100 we still depend on at least natural gas.
What renewable energy sources are popular most in Germany?
It's a mixture. So it always depends on the location where you're situated. So in Germany, for instance, in the North Sea, they have a huge amount of wind parks. But the problem that they have is that the industry is in Bavaria, so in the south of Germany, and it's very difficult for them to transfer the energy from the north into the south. So there are ideas available, for instance, to use electricity to generate artificially methane, use the existing gas pipelines and send methane to the south. in Austria, we do not have access to the sea, so we do not have these huge wind parks in the sea, but of course we have mountains and wind parks on the mountains. We also tend to use geothermal energy sources, but we are limited.
That's very interesting. And how do you think in Russia can we use renewable energy sources in petroleum field?
I think the situation in Russia is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
But I think there is a huge potential. So I also talked to my colleagues, and they see for different locations and of Russia also a huge potential for renewable resources. There are some difference. Grading, of course, is slightly different, but we have found a way to fit Russian grades to Austrian grades and vice versa. Also, the type of lectures are a little bit different, but I think we have found a very good way how to synchronize both systems.
Is there a chance that Austrian students are going to Russia to study some subjects?
We hope so. So we try to push our students. We are doing a lot of advertisement, and this is also one reason why we have changed the title of the program, and we would like to bring more geothermal energy in. One of our most important points that we are doing during advertisement is that it's a huge benefit for Leoben, students from Leoben, to be in Russia for a semester, because most of our students from Leoben would like to study in Leoben, or for instance in the United States, because it's easy for them in terms of language. But I think they would profit much more if they have at least some knowledge about the Russian language and the situations here.
Yeah.
For us, it's very important that we adjust our study program according to the needs. We are also influencing or accounting for the feedback that we get from the students. So last week I had a feedback round with the students who have been in Leoben, and we also try to implement their feedback in the study program. So we try to increase the number of lab sessions, so hands-on experiments, because we think this is very important for the education.
Yeah, that's great. I remember that I wanted to ask. And do you work only with pipeline transpiration faculty, or you're going to have exchange program with other faculties?
From this university?
Yeah.
Of course, we are open to all cooperations. We really enjoy the cooperation with UFA here. So if there is a chance to cooperate or to extend the cooperation, I see no reason why not to do so.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.